Awesome. So, Mike, I'll let you just kind of
Yeah,
show me
what
where to
we
go
want to do
here.
is we want to show you guys, obviously, how to use the app and some of the features. So we're just going to go to a position. If we go to where the club is parallel to the ground, a couple more flips. Right there. Pretty good. So swing-wise, something I really love about Lucas's swing, and I know Randy and Lucas has worked hard on this the last couple of years, his lower body, working on his legs, his lower body being very stable. You can see right here, very little lower body turn as his upper body and arm swing the club back. Still good separation. You can actually see it in his thighs, very strong in his thighs. And Randy can even tell you some of the exercises they've done in the past to stabilize his lower body.
Well, I think what you're going to see when we take you actually through some movements is how important the lower body is to a tour player. And, you know, we're not all fortunate enough to work with advanced golfers all the time, but on the PGA Tour, these guys are solid from the lower body up, starting with their feet all the way up through their hips and into their upper body. So we spend a considerable amount of time, whether you like it or not, strengthening the lower body, the calves, the feet, all the way up the chain. And so you'll see in Lucas's swing how dynamic he is with his lower body, which helps him with his upper body as well.
Yeah, if we can just maybe draw a circle in his head, just to show some of the features here that you can, how you can use it. All right, keep going up to the top of the backswing. So another thing here we work on Lucas is, most of you know, are pretty familiar with his golf swing. He gets a lot of the power on the downswing. Not a lot of wrist set going back, but he loads it coming down pretty good. So you can sort of see that right here. So you can actually draw lines. You can see circles on the head if you're working with a student that has a lot of lateral movement. Another thing that they can go on their app, they can draw lines on their head, swing plane lines that we'll show you from behind, from down the line. They can also, when they pull up a player next to them on this app, they can also draw the same plane lines and see how they compare in certain positions. So not that we're trying to get anybody's swing to look like Lucas's, but I think it's a good idea to take a lot of the Nike athletes and their swings and say, if I'm having a particular problem with the first 3 feet of my backswing, you know, I can maybe go look at Payne or go look at Stewart, you know, and see where he is there if he's in a good position. So I think it works out well. So coming down, Lucas has obviously got a lot of lag, and something we work hard on is keeping him on top of the ball at impact. A lot of lag coming to the ball, he's on top of the ball at impact. Go through here, and you can draw clean lines. If you go back one more flick, one more, please. One more. Right here. So if you draw a line from the shaft, it points to the center of his body, so you can pretty much see how the arm swing has matched the pivot on the way through. So there's no flip in there. So these are things that I would use when I communicate back with a student. Draw these lines and say, look, if the shaft is leaning too much past the hands and that shaft angle is pointing more towards your right arm, there's too much flip in there, then we can go in and give some drills.
So, Lucas, how would you, sorry.
I was just going to add that one of the things that you can see in this is how his feet work together. You know, you see a lot of players when you go out and play your normal round of golf and spin out and come out of position, they don't get to the post on their left side. One of the great things about Lucas's lag is that left leg is completely stable and his hips over his ankle. You don't see that a lot unless you're around really good players. So you can see how that's going to accelerate the club through, and that's some of the things we work on with medicine balls and various drills where we're always trying to replicate positions in the golf swing within his exercise program.
I was just going to ask Lucas if you could rate the swing 1 to 5. So another feature, of course you can rate it. What would this one be?
No golfer's ever happy. So.
Right. Okay. Nice.
3.
3. I like it.
I think it's fat. Did you say that?
A little bit. Nice. Great. Should we go on to down the line? Take a look. Go over to my swings here for Lucas. On the down the line swing.
This was video with his iPhone, by the way, not a camera.
Yeah.
So straight to that. Pretty good.
Let me know when to stop here, Mike.
Go ahead and draw.
Got it. Got here. It's easy to drag it over, adjust it, of course,
Yeah,
all the way
and then
down.
maybe a circle in the hands.
Circle on the ends. Make it a little bit smaller.
Yep.
How's that position?
Yep.
All right. Perfect.
Like Lucas said, some of the stuff we're working on, lately we've been trying to get back to his natural draw where he sees the ball starting a little more right. So we've noticed that he had some left misses, so we've pretty much gone back to what he did before the Open, trying to get the club a little more inside and then delivering the club more to the inside on the downswing. So when he does this, when he takes his backswing, the hands will be more inside that circle. You can see as they're going more over the right toe. Before, if the club goes a little bit back or even a little bit out, you had to sort of reroute it and then drop it down from the inside. So we're sort of back to working on what we did before the Open, getting the club more on the inside path going back and on the downswing.
Cool.
So there, from a physical standpoint, at the top, Randy, you see our round wheels, and we can make some comments.
Yeah, well, we know from working with Lucas, I guess we're probably in our 7th, 8th year now, working together, that he is hypermobile on his shoulders and really super flexible on his hips. And our biggest thing that we fight, because of the length of his trunk, is he has a tendency to get tight in his lats. And so we're constantly working on stretching in that area. And one of the things when he's playing better and hitting the ball better is he completes his backswing. So he has more transitional time. So would you say that's pretty much what?
Yeah, that definitely. It just goes back to rhythm getting quick. If I'm tight, backswing shorter than it usually is, and I don't mind having a short backswing, but I have to complete it for my rhythm, for my tempo, and for what I like to do to come out. And if I'm tight in that area, then I can't do what I'm supposed to do, which is turn, get that full turn. And that's a full 7-iron for me, and that's as far as I care about the club going, to be honest with you. Just a personal preference.
If you guys have questions, feel free to
Yeah,
chime
absolutely.
in about the website experience, the app, and what we're doing here. Please chime in. So going on through to Impact.
Yeah.
What do you notice here, Mike?
So shaft before is on the right form is really good. If you go back one more click, the club face nice, yeah, right on the right form. That's where we like it, coming from the inside, delivering it to the ball. And then lining up with the hands at this position is really good. So now he can just keep rotating his body, get the club started on line. You see, also you can draw a line down his spine angle, just for another feature on the app, so you can, yeah, so you can draw that at address and you can draw it at impact. So a lot of options for the golfer to use the app and apply the different options.
Right, so here, Mike, you could write in your comments.
Yeah.
We could write in anything here.
So here would be a perfect example. If you were out of the spine a little bit, coming out of the shot and hitting it to the right, we could draw the plane or the spine angle line at address and then an impact and say, see the two differences. I want you to stay in your shot, maybe hit a few low knockdown shots, 3/4 on the finish, and see if we can get your spine angle closer than where it was at address. So that would be a comment you could write and send to your student.
Perfect. Yeah, so when you hit submit review, it saves it here, and will be attached to that swing on the website, similar to a Facebook comment. And if the club professional or our swoosh staff comments, that'll be promoted at the top, treated a bit differently, so it calls out that swoosh staff commented on their swing to a user. So some fun tools for the athlete. So yeah, I think with that we'll move on to the third section out here, which is the body section. I think invite Gary Gray to come join us and work through that. We're going to be actually over here, so I think we're going to make our way to the body section in the NG360 studio, right over here.